Yeah, so, I was married for I don't know how many years. I got married to my first spouse. I got married back in 1994, I believe it was. And we were married for a few years. You know, we were pretty young. I was only in my early 20s, 20, 23, 22, 23 years old. So I was still kind of a teenager growing up. So obviously I wasn't very mature. So I was kind of still in party mode, extremely social with my old party friends, and while I was in town. But I didn't consider myself a really bad family man. But I wasn't around a lot either. I was my profession carried. I was a commercial fisherman, so I was gone a lot. I wasn't even around for most of the year. About 7, 8 months out of the year, I was up in Alaska fishing the Bering Sea, and so I really didn't. But when I was home, I was home for brief moments of time. Like for a month, for like 4 to 6 weeks, and then I'd go back up on another boat, doing another type of fishery, either salmon or cod or other fish, flatfish, and that's what I did back then, back in my teenage and early 20s. My business adventures involved a lot of traveling. So, I wish that may have been a factor in my previous marriage, but I think overall it was. I still had a lot of growing up to do. So, because I was still kind of selfish and still kind of, trying to do my own thing when I was after I already got married and had a son. I was still pretty independent. So apparently I wasn't ready to settle down, even though we tied the knot, because I was still kind of was sowing some wild oats, I guess you call it. Not saying that as a justification. It's just still biblically, it's still considered sinful. It's still transgressing against God's commands and God's laws. I was kind of promiscuous and doing things I should not have done, like adultery and fornication and a little bit of alcoholism. So all these things were just, you know, fortunate. It was probably better that we parted our ways and got a divorce, and she moved on to a better situation. She hooked up with someone that was much better than I was, and more formal, more educated, more had it together financially, and